if there's nothing else you get from this tour, the biggest thing is wear your mask, wash your hands, have hand sanitizer on, and be social distance. Everything we're doing as this setup is to get us to game 2, is to get us to game 3, to get us to game 4, so we can have all of our games and have everybody be safe, healthy, and have an enjoyable time. So the first process we're going to go through here is this gate. We're going to go through the Disneyland system in there. Then you're going to go up the escalator. Again, on the escalator, you're just going to see hand stickers on the escalator handrails. Don't go on until you see a sticker. Please be socially distant. As we kind of get into this section, we want you to notice that furniture in here. This has all been spaced out. This has all been cut down to about 50% of the normal furniture, 50% of the bars or concession stands or places you can purchase food have all been lowered down to about 50%. So as you look around, you can see that. You can actually feel the air conditioning in here. We have actually increased the amount of air conditioning so that every hour we will turn over the air 6 times, which is the same that you get in a medical facility, and that's been deemed the appropriate number by the CDC and our University Energy Services group. So we have actually souped up, turned up, whatever you want to call it, for any indoor space. Hand sanitizers, you'll see signage right here. You'll see signage on all the tables. You'll see signage upstairs when we go to a concession stand. Many of you may or may not notice, but the little 2 small kind of calculator looking things on top of the concessions counter, that's our new POS system. So again, that's outward facing. The person who stands behind the cash register doesn't actually touch your credit card. You touch it, you put it in there, you plug in the amount. If you want to give a tip, you do that kind of thing. Secondly, you don't see down here installed yet, but in the concession stand upstairs, there'll be a plexiglass screen in front of every point of sale. Not only point of sale for Levy, our concessionaire, but Barnes & Noble, who is our t-shirt novelty salespeople, and any other point of sale. Once you get your food, you got to get to a spot. You can't just walk around all over the stadium. You can't walk around the club. So again, we're trying to do this to make sure we're all safe. We all go home, we have a great experience. Please wear your mask. So as an example, those folks, when they transition from gate staff and come into a section in the stadium, one of the things we've tried to train them up to is the fact that if you don't have your mask on, they're going to stop you. They're going to come over to you and say, hey, please pull your mask up. Please make sure it gets over your nose. If we continue to have a problem with somebody who isn't like that, we do have, and we have stated out on signage out front, that we do have the ability to remove you if you do not wear your mask. Who's going to enforce the mask policy? All those folks that you saw down in the yellow, they're going to be the ones that are going to be coming by to remind you. If we have a problem with somebody, with an individual, we will go get university police or a police officer, a law enforcement, and we will ask you to depart. We sure don't want to do that. Everybody has to participate in this for us to make it work. You're going to see a white box that's around the team bench. Everybody inside that white box has been tested under the SEC protocol. There's actually a third-party outside group that tests all those folks. So inside that, you cannot go unless you are tested and have been approved by that SEC testing group to sit inside there, to go inside there. So again, there's a buffer zone. You'll see a yellow line around that white box. That has actually forced us to keep people outside that buffer zone. So if you don't have a test result, you don't have a credential that allows you to go into the team box, you have to stay outside that yellow box. Yell leaders, again, have to be in the stands. The cannon has actually brought over earlier this week and actually shot off several shots. We filmed it, and when the Aggies score, we will actually play it on the video board. We've done the same thing with the band. The band has been in here 2 Wednesday mornings, has filmed their routines for the first 2 home games. We will actually play that because they will not be allowed to perform on the field at halftime. They will be allowed to be in the stands on game, but they will not be allowed to perform at halftime. Again, we've done all of this so that we can get to game 2. So again, wear your mask, wash your hands, hand sanitizer, be socially distanced. Again, we are trying to make that a standard drumbeat. If you pick up nothing else from that, this is what we have to do to be able to get to game 2.